Hi guys, so let's jump straight into what's on my iPhone. That's just a picture of me. So I have my most important apps on the first screen. These are the apps that I use day to day, and the most important apps that I use are social media apps, to be honest, because I have to stay in tune and up to date with my YouTube channel. So I have the YouTube app, which I'm constantly on. I'm always watching YouTube. I have to stay updated with what's going on with my videos. So I've got all the information I need right there on that app. Secondly, I have my Instagram social media. So my Instagram app is opened daily, literally. I don't upload every day, I don't post every day, but I always try to keep up to date with what's going on in the social media world. So I use my Instagram daily. And I mean, I don't really have much of a theme on my Instagram. I kind of got bored of the theme, to be honest. I started something, but I just thought, you know what, I just can't be bothered with this. I just want to just post pictures as and when I feel like it, and it doesn't have to be a work of art. So I've just decided to just keep posting. It doesn't really matter now. That was the theme that I was trying to create. I did an Instagrid, which was pretty cool. But now I've just decided to just keep uploading. I did fling in a couple of quotes which I thought were relevant, and mostly positive quotes anyway. And I thought that was quite handy because the response that I got, a lot of people liked my quotes and stuff, and I started seeing them reposting them. So that was pretty interesting. Other than that, my Instagram is just basically me. Whenever I go out, I try not to take snaps and upload them onto Instagram because I just feel like, well, it's not really Iamshe, that's more personal, which I would rather show on my Snapchat. So my Instagram is just YouTube only. Everything YouTube is reflected on my Instagram. So any video I upload onto YouTube, I then take a snapshot and I put it onto my Instagram, and I notify my followers that there's a new video on my channel. So you can click the link in my bio and it will take you straight to my YouTube video where you can watch. Another social media app I use quite a lot is Twitter. Not because I'm tweeting, but mostly because I'm scrolling through, finding out new information and getting ideas as well. So I used to use Twitter a lot more when I was doing my Miss West Africa work. Hardly use it now as much to tweet, but it is handy for information anyway. So I do use my Twitter sometimes. And I mean, it's just an outlet to post notifications about new videos. So for example, the last time I did post was on the 15th of August, which was quite a long time ago, as we're in September now. And I did post about my new video, how to make a wig. And that's just my way of getting my information out there and letting people know that there's a new video. Hey, go check it out. Let me know what you think, and so on and so forth. Next social app is WhatsApp. I use that daily to communicate with friends and family. And I use my Pinterest sometimes to get inspiration. Pinterest is really cool because you can add boards. So my boards are YouTube, Instagram, smart casual, hair and makeup and beauty. Those are all the interests that I follow. So I've uploaded a few pictures of myself onto my Pinterest. I don't have that many followers. I don't really follow that many people because I don't use it that often. Pinterest is a great tool for inspiration. So if I want to create a new video, I don't know, say it's about nails. So I can go onto search on Pinterest and type in nails, and all the images of nails will come up and give me some inspiration, like the colors and the effects and stuff like that. So I could click on that, for example, and it will show me all images related to that first image. So you can follow people, you can like pictures and so on and so forth. My favorite social media app is Snapchat. Snapchat is excellent. I really didn't like it in the beginning because I had no idea how to use it. I thought it was like some sort of app for children because of all the the funny things that you can do. And I wasn't too keen on it. I realized that I use Snapchat more than Instagram, and Snapchat is just great. I really do have fun on Snapchat. So if you haven't already added me on Snapchat, make sure you do. Snapchat is Iamshe8. Another social media app that I don't use as often is Facebook. I used to be on it back in the day quite a lot. However, I find it not as interesting as other apps like Instagram and Snapchat. So I use it sometimes just to post reminders of my own videos. So that's what I do really, and that's about it. I don't really communicate on Facebook, to be honest. I just post my videos and just put it out there. So I have notes, my photos, my banking apps, TSB and Nationwide. Bus times is very handy. If you're waiting for the bus and you want to know how long it's going to take, you just simply put in the bus you're waiting for, the number, and it will come up with the amount of minutes that you have to wait, so you know exactly how long your bus is going to take. Tube map is also very handy because it allows you to plan your route. And Safari, mail, I have all my mail accounts, so it's my Gmail, that's mostly YouTube inquiries, and I have my Yahoo, my Hotmail. All my mail accounts are in that mail app. Phone, messages, Safari, music. I mean, I don't really have much music on my phone. Reason being, I don't really use iTunes. So there's several other apps that I did use before on my previous phone, which I'll show you. So I recently got an upgrade from this old dirty broken phone, which is my 5S. I got an upgrade about 3 weeks ago. So majority of the apps that I like are still on this phone. I haven't really transferred everything onto the iPhone 6 as yet, but it's pretty much the same anyway. The apps that I used to use for music, I call Umusio, and I found it really good. I was looking for an app that had every type of song, and it took me a long time to come across this, but I finally found it, and it's a free app to download, and literally it's got every single song that you might want to search for. It's all on there. I think it uses YouTube's database, so you can create a playlist. This phone is so ugly and cracked, sorry guys. You can create a playlist, and I've put all my songs into categories, my R&B, my hip hop, my grime, Afrobeats, all of that good stuff. Another great app that I used to use for music was iTube. iTube has been discontinued. They no longer have updates of iTube, so you can't search for new music. However, if you did used to use it before, you can still listen to the music that you used to listen to. It's still available. All my songs are still there. That's the old version of iTube. They don't want to give us an update, so I don't really use it as much. Only if I want to reminisce and go back and listen to some old songs. Another helpful app that I have on this phone is the DAS app, which is something that helps people with rheumatoid arthritis stay in control and monitor the disease. So it's really helpful. I did do a video and I put the app in the video so that other people who have rheumatoid arthritis can download the app, and they'll probably find it quite helpful. I do, and it's really something that I open daily just to monitor my disease activity. I have the Karhoo app on my phone because I feel like it's better than Uber. Uber only offer you £15 off your first ride, whereas Karhoo will send you codes probably like every 2 weeks, and it's like £10 off, £15 off. So it's pretty good. You guys should add my Karhoo code, which is Cherie821 for your free ride. Another app that I'm using quite often now, my cousin showed me about it, it's SoundCloud. I knew about it before, but I didn't really use it as often. But now I'm having fun with it. I have followed his playlist and I've taken a few tracks from there. So I've got my cousin's music on here, and he's constantly pushing out his new music. He's also on YouTube as well. You can check out his videos. His name is Jusco, and this is basically his playlist, so I listen to some of his music as well. And I've created other playlists like house music, Afrobeat, bad tunes, which is just a mix of R&B, hip hop and bashment, and I've got some dancehall there too. On the other screen are things that I use daily but not as often. So FaceTime, photography, I'll come back to that because that's pretty important. Calculator, you know, just the apps that it comes with the iPhone. AliExpress, that's something that I use sometimes when I'm looking for new products. Also, I want to show you guys this Feels app. This app is used by brands and for people that are interested in connecting with brands. So for example, a brand like Misguided might go onto Feels and they might put in a submission and say they're looking for new ambassadors, new bloggers, new models, and they will put information on this Feels app. So someone like myself who's interested in that, I would go onto Feels. I would then look and see that they're looking for global ambassadors. So for example, Rising Vintage, brand Simo Miro Vintage are looking for great brand ambassadors. So there's 2 weeks left to the competition. Basically what you need to do if you're interested is upload probably about 2 pictures of yourself, agree to the terms and conditions, and basically wait to see if you've been chosen. So I find it quite useful. You can enter the competition, enter now, and then you have to put all your information in. You can sign in with YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or you can just register or log in on Feels, and that way they get all your information, and you just upload the pictures, and you can write notes to the brands, or you can just leave it as that, and you will be contacted if you're successful. So that app is a great way of connecting with brands. I have PayPal there because I'm usually buying a lot of stuff using my PayPal account. I also have Addison Lee. I don't really use it as often because I'm a Karhoo fan right now. I have my Google Drive app. That's really handy for when I'm, you know, trying to edit pictures, sending them back and forth before I upload them onto YouTube. Repost is a good app. Anything that I see on Instagram that I find interesting or funny and I want to repost it and have the video on my phone, so I use Repost. This game, 8 Ball Pool, is a game that my boyfriend got me into. It's really fun. I never really used to like snooker that much, but it's quite interesting. So every day you get a free spin. So I spin, and I think the most I've ever gotten on a spin was about 500. See, I've just gotten 500 again, really. And like 100,000 is available and 25,000 is available, but I never really win that. So that's 8 Ball Pool. I play this on my iPad and also on my phone at times. I prefer it on my iPad because it's a much bigger screen. So on my iPad, I think I've got about £13,000, and on my phone, I've only got 2,600. So I don't use it as often on my phone, but it's a really fun game. It's highly addictive. The reason why it's highly addictive is because you are actually playing real life players online in different countries. So it's really interesting. So I have iBooks, health, reminders. I don't really use reminders as often. I feel like I've got quite a good memory, so I don't really use reminders. I use notes. I forgot to show you guys notes. Notes is something that I'm constantly on day to day. I put information in my notes and things that I just think of. When I'm inspired by something, I quickly jot it in my notes so that I don't forget. Okay, so we can go to photography now. Photography is basically all things photography and YouTube. Those are 2 of my interests. So I have camera Canon, which I use to Wi-Fi my pictures from my Canon camera over to my phone. It's quick and easy, and it's better than having to email pictures individually. The pictures that you take on your DSLR are quite huge files, so it's better to transfer them over Wi-Fi as opposed to emailing them individually, because it just takes forever. And when you have a deadline to upload onto YouTube, anybody got time for that. So this app does it pretty quick over Wi-Fi. I have Facetune on my phone. Everybody has Facetune on their phone. Any person that likes to put their images onto social media has Facetune on their phone. So Facetune, I pretty much use whiten often, just to, you know, whiten the background, make it look really clear and fresh. Smooth I use, and details, yes. So if I'm wearing like a ring or like jewelry and I want it to sparkle, so I'll use details. Smooth, obviously, to get rid of any lines, any harsh lines, and if the background doesn't look as nice and plush as it's supposed to be, I would use smooth. VSCO Cam is a great app. It's got the best filters out there, I think, anyway. I'm always uploading new pictures onto VSCO and changing what they look like. So this is an image of myself. I can change it to black and white. That's B5 or B1. C1, that's pretty cool, looks nice. F2 and G3 are filters that I use sometimes. But however, if these filters are not of your fancy, you can always adjust the brightness and the exposure. You can go up and down. The contrast. You can flip it, you can change it, you can do all sorts of things. But this app I do recommend if you're the type of person that's constantly taking selfies and different images and putting them onto social media. Download VSCO Cam and it will make your life a lot more easier. I have Pick Stitch, I use sometimes if I want to make a collage, and Camera Plus also. In my extras folder, I have Compass. Voice memos is quite handy because sometimes I do videos and I haven't spoken in the video, so I have to use a voiceover. So I just basically use my phone really, email it to myself and upload it when I'm editing on my Final Cut Pro software. So that's pretty handy. I've got Find My iPhone and Contacts. I don't even know why Contacts is there because I don't really go in there to find my contacts anyway. This folder, Iamshe YouTube, is basically things that I need to stay in contact with YouTube and my subscribers and so on. So I have Social Blade. Social Blade is a roundup of your subscribers, your views, your likes, and your ranking on YouTube. So I keep up to date with that. All the statistics are there. Studio is so handy because the actual YouTube app doesn't really allow you to it allows you to respond with like people who are interested in your videos, but this app allows you to do a lot more. So it gives you more of a detailed explanation of what's going on with your videos. So you can respond to people who have said nice comments to your videos, and you can like, and you can, you know, just interact with people anyway. So this is really handy for me, and I like to stay in touch with what people have said about my videos, and I get to track, you know, the amount of views and likes and comments also. It also does give me my analytics and statistics, my subscriber count, and how many people have watched my videos, and where in the world they'd watch it, my target audience, how much money I've made on YouTube. All the good information is all on this. So Studio is like my holy grail app. I'm constantly on it just to keep in touch with my YouTube activity. And I've got other stuff like health, iTunes store, wallets, video, stocks, news, iBooks, just the things that come on the phone that I cannot delete. And I wish I could delete these apps because I don't really use them, and I know they take up a lot of space on my phone. Games, I've got Pokemon Go. I don't use it as I used to in the beginning when it first came out. I kind of got a bit bored of Pokemon Go, and simply don't really have much time on my hands to be looking for Pokemon all day. So that's there, but I hardly really use it. I'm not really even sure, like, you know. Yeah, Iamshe Beauty. She hasn't really collected a lot of Pokemon, to be honest. I think she's got about 1 or 2, and that was it. I got bored and lost interest. Uber, my Uber app is there, and don't really use it as often because I'm a Karhoo fan. I'm literally obsessed with Karhoo. So Uber, whatever, I beg, it should even be deleted. Candy Crush, I use sometimes. I think I'm like on a level 147. eBay, I'm constantly on eBay looking for stuff. So eBay is a very handy app. Shazam I use quite often just to find background music for my videos. If I hear a beat and I'm inspired by it and I want to know who the artist is, I Shazam it straight away. Around Me is very handy. It gives you all the information about the local like utilities and hospitals and hotels, ATMs, bars, restaurants, clubs in your local area. So I find this pretty useful. I don't really use it as often, to be honest, because obviously, you know, I'm in London and I know where things are. But if I do travel and I want to know where the nearest supermarket is or theatre, then I use Around Me. Holy Bible is a very dear app to my heart because, I mean, I don't really carry a Bible in my bag as I used to before. So I've got this online, and it's just awesome to know that you can carry around the words from God on your phone and you can look it up anytime. I have this period app. I haven't really used it as much. It's a period tracker, and you just put in the dates of your last period and it will let you know when you're due on and when you're ovulating and all of that good stuff. That's pretty much what I have on my new iPhone 6. It's not that much, it's not that detailed, but it's what I use day to day and it's pretty handy for me. So that's it for what's on my iPhone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Once again guys, if you want to add me on my Snapchat, it's Iamshe8. And if you want to add me on my Instagram, it's IAM_she1. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in my next one. Bye guys.